What is going on, guys? So today I want to make this video to come to you guys and let you guys know that I finally passed the asvab. Took me 4 tries to pass this test and I finally did it. You know, with some hard work and dedication, I finally managed. I did not get the score that I wanted, but I'm gonna take it. Hopefully later on in my career I will retake it. But I got a 32 overall. Now, I don't know my line scores just yet. I was too excited to ask for them, but I'm gonna go to my recruiters tomorrow and that's when I'll get my line scores and see what jobs that I take. But I wanna talk to you guys about the steps that I took to pass this test. Now, you know, like I said, it took me 4 tries. And you know, the first time I took the test, I really didn't take it seriously. I did a little bit of studying here and there, but I was like, you know what, it's basic high school math, I could pass this thing. No, I failed that test for like a 6. Fast forward a month later, took it again, failed it again. I got a 16. Took it again the 3rd time. Well, actually, after the 2nd time, you have to wait 6 months. Why? I don't know. I don't like that. Like, why did they make you wait 6 months? But anyway, I wait 6 months, take it again. I failed it again, got a 22. Now at this point, I'm like really frustrated. I'm like thinking to myself, is this really for me? Maybe the military is not for me. Maybe I should just look something else. So after that, I had to wait another 6 months. So during that 6 months, I said, you know what, forget the military. I'm not doing it, and it's not for me. I'm not wasting my time. So during that 6 months, I did no studying. You know, I got a job, you know, working at Target. You know, I'm working out. I'm competing in powerlifting a little bit. So, you know, my mind's somewhere else. But then I go on Facebook every week. I see people joining the military. You know, I see people joining the Army, the Navy, the Marines. I'm just like, yo, what is going on? Everyone's joining and I'm sitting here like, dang. And then, you know, one of my best friends at work, she left and she just joined the Army. And I was like, man, you know what, this is bull. I'm not doing this, man. I got to try this one more time. So from that moment on, I sat down and I started studying. I took it more seriously this time. I went out. I found apps, websites, books. I was willing to do whatever. And every day, at least once or twice a day, I would sit down and I would study. And you know, I didn't study every day, and my study habits wasn't the best, but at the same time, I was doing something. And what worked best for me was apps. You know, yes, I have the asvab for Dummies book, but the thing is, I learn best by seeing things and, you know, visualizing it. Like if I sit here and I can read the asvab for Dummies book all day, and yeah, it'll help, but if I'm not seeing someone actually explain it to me, it's kind of hard for me to understand. So I got some apps that actually had someone on the screen that was teaching lessons. And the app that I used was yourteacher.com. But that app helped me the most because I was able to visualize and see what they're talking about and having them explain it to me. Also, being dedicated. You know, before when I was studying in my room. I would study with the asvab for Dummies book, but I would use my phone as a calculator because in my mind I'm like, you know, if I know how to do it with a calculator, I could do it on the test. But in reality, at the test, you can't use a calculator. So this time I sat down and I just said, forget the calculator, put my phone in another room, and I actually did the work. Yeah, I'm not the best at math. You know, I'm used to using the calculator, so I had to count on my fingers. I'm not afraid to admit it, I counted on my fingers. But hey, I got the job done. Now, going into this test, I was hella nervous. I woke up this morning around 7 o'clock. I was nervous. I had no confidence. But I told myself mentally that I have to pass this test because I'm tired of working minimum wage jobs and not being appreciated for what that I do and just not being happy. You know, not having consistent money coming in. Your mom's on your ass talking about you need to get a second job. You just sitting around the house working out all day. That's all you do. Now it's time for me to make a change. So I went to that test with a positive attitude, hella nervous, but I went in there and I focused, did what I had to do. I came out and I passed. Yes, my score is not the best, but hey, I'm gonna accept it because in the bigger picture, that AFQT score is just a score that's going to determine if you just qualify to join the branch. But yeah, you have to look at your actual line scores, which will determine the actual jobs you get. So hopefully I score pretty good on my line scores. As far as jobs, I'm in the middle. I want to be a combat job, but at the same time I want like something more laid back job, because I want to be in the military for at least 20 years and retire. So I look at it as far as like combat job. On average, most people do infantry or any combat job for a minimum of 4, 6, maybe 8 years, and then they get out. That's why infantry is kind of a high demand job, because people don't stay in that long. But at the same time, I look at supply over here. Supply, you're not really out there on the front lines like that. You're more in the back. Most people can do that job for 20 plus years. So I'm in the middle. I don't know really what I want to pick, what I want to do yet, but I will find out what I qualify for tomorrow, because I might not even qualify for any of them jobs. So who knows? More of this story is, if you guys really focus on something that you really want, you will be surprised what you will be able to accomplish. For me, I was never the best student in high school or middle school. You know, I did what I had to do to pass, because I played sports in school. So I did what I had to do to pass, but at the same time, I really didn't pay attention. I had that whole mindset of, why do I need to learn this? Why do I need to know a squared plus b squared equals c squared? Like, what is this gonna do for me in the real world? Because at that time, I didn't plan on joining the military until now, and now it's coming back to bite me in the ass. So pay attention to school and really appreciate everything that you learn, because at some point in life, you may want to make a career choice and you might need to learn how to do that basic math stuff. This is going to be the end of the video. If you guys have any questions for me, if you guys want me to answer any questions or whatnot, please leave it down in the comment section below. I will be glad to answer your questions. Now the next step is to go back to my recruiters to choose a job or whatnot, but also I gotta go to MEPS to get my physical done and all that stuff. So I can't wait. I'm excited to start this new process, new journey, and see where it takes me. So like I said, any questions, comments, leave them down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.